that it would benefit women to be polyamorous, but there are benefits to being.
Well, here's the thing: you can't separate offspring from the sexual process, because the sexual process exists simply to create offspring, and the way we view each other sexually is directly tied to offspring. What do I mean by that? Well, when women sexually select, they select for survival traits. Is he tall? Is he confident? Is he ambitious? Is he competent? Is he going to be able to provide me security for long-term future, right? Men, however, we look at it as women are more interested in a man's future. Men are more interested in a woman's past. Is she a hoe? Is she going to cheat on me? Is she going to embarrass me? Is she going to potentially have a child that I can't prove isn't mine? This is why men have a serious point of contention with women that have a promiscuous past. That's why body counts matter to men. Because if I invest in a girl that has a high body count, there's a high likelihood that child that I have with her might not be mine. Every man's worst nightmare is having sex with a woman, thinking the child is theirs, raising that child, and then finding out later that child isn't theirs. Whereas for a woman, her biggest nightmare is getting with a guy, thinking he's ambitious, thinking he's going to be able to provide a future, then figuring out that guy's a fucking loser. See how we're very different, as in men are more interested in the past, women are more interested in the future? So you can't really separate offspring from the mating process, because the mating process is intrinsically tied to offspring. It's why we make our sexual selections. Women are interested in survival value, men are interested in replication value. This is why young, youthful, beautiful, attractive women are what men want. We don't care how much money they make necessarily. Whereas with women, I want competence, accomplishments, confidence, etc. They look for survival traits.
Boom. So true. Shaka laka 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 boom.
And a lot of girls get mad when I say this, but it's the truth, man. Men want variety. If you leave a guy to his own devices, they're gonna want sexual selection with different types of women. If you look at like all the guys that men admire, Dan Bilzerian, Hugh Hefner, etc., why are these men widely respected by men? Because they're able to execute the sexual strategy that most guys wish they could have. Multiple girls living with me, letting me smash. I don't have to commit to any of them, and I'm just hanging out doing my thing. That's what guys want. It's just that they can't be honest about that, because that's considered misogynistic or toxic or whatever.
Or some can't. They ain't got the bad for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Most guys can't pull it off.
A certain level of guys they do that. Yeah.
So regular guys, monogamy benefits regular men and women in whole, because polygamous societies do tend to be less stable. I'll be honest about that. Because a small minority of men end up getting all the women.